Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Droid Life Show today, episode 214, special edition, Galaxy Fold edition. It's Friday, September 27th. I'm your host, Kelly. With me, Tim. Tim, say hi.
Hey guys, how's it going? Tim here.
So, yeah, kind of a fun little show that we're about to have. We got these guys. Look, it's already greasy.
Look
Look at that. Look, Tim has the good one. I have the black one. Tim has the shiny, silvery mirror one. So, yeah, the Galaxy Fold was not announced. It was released today in the U.S. in really ridiculously limited quantities. We were able to get a hold of a couple. Silver one provided by AT&T as a review unit. Appreciate that, AT&T. This one we picked up at the local Best Buy. There was 3 at our local Best Buy, and when we went in to grab this, all 3 were set aside because they had already been purchased. AT&T models are all that are available at the moment at Best Buy. The unlocked ones are maybe caught up in customs or something. They're coming next Friday. I don't know. Either way, it's a Galaxy Fold edition. There's also lots of other stuff to talk about. Like there's this phone. We reviewed this guy. Little 7T action. There's Pixel 4 stuff going on. We also have trivia. Trivia back as usual. If you're new around here, DL show. If you're listening, watching live, we do trivia at the end of every show. 5 questions, give 5 winners prizes. And this week, the folks at Power Amp have sponsored the trivia. What are we giving away from Power Amp?
We got 5 unlocker codes. So for the pro version of Power Amp, if you're still one of those people who has tons of music on your internal storage or external on your micro SD, whatever, Power Amp is one of the best media players available. So the unlocker, you're going to get all those features. Beautiful.
Old school Power Amp. They just released a big update a month ago or something like that. I don't know. They did a really big update, and so trying to get people into Power Amp. So yeah, we got premium Power Amp codes for 5 people at the end of the show.
Shout out to everyone in the chat who just can't stop talking about my hair. I love the attention. I feed off it. It sustains me. So thank you very much. Namaste.
They've just seen the maturization, the growth, the change. Tim used to be buzz cut. Now there's just flowing hair everywhere on the DL show.
It's ridiculous. I mean, everywhere I used to go, they were like, "Oh man, are you like in the army? Are you going into the military?" And I was like, "No, like I just like short hair." Now it's, I'm a free flowing hippie now. So flower child.
You sure are. All right, so should we dive into some topics so we can get to that trivia stuff? All right, so Galaxy Fold, I don't know how much time we'll spend on it. We'll kind of see where this goes. Galaxy Fold was initially announced in February, I believe, at the Galaxy S10 event. They showed it off, said, look, foldable phone, it's coming really soon. Here's all the specs. Here's how cool it is, all of that fun stuff. And then April showed up, and we were supposed to get the phone in April. And select reviewers were given early devices, and within, a couple of days, all of theirs started breaking. Like, things got under the display shorted out and died in pieces. I mean, it was not a good look. So Samsung delayed and said, look, we're going to go back. We're going to fix stuff. And it took them, April, to May, June, July, August. We're like 5 months later, and the Fold is now back. And so they tweaked things. They put some little nubs at the top and bottom of the hinge. They tightened the hinge up. I thought they were going to reinforce behind the display a little bit. They did some things to hopefully make it so, a piece of dust doesn't get in there and break the damn display. I have no idea if they fixed it or not. We didn't play with any of the early versions. Today is indeed the first day that we are holding one of the future phones of the world, one of the first foldable phones.
We're holding just the future.
Yeah, we are actually holding the object that is the future. This is it. So yeah, again, we picked a couple up. AT&T sent over that silver one for Tim. We picked this one up local Best Buy. It's still $2,000, $1,980 for folding stuff. We've had all of 10 minutes each to play with these. I don't even know what to tell you guys about them. It folds and unfolds.
Folds. Well, I mean, it kind of folds. Oh, come on, baby. Dude, I don't know if anyone follows me on Twitter, but I'm afraid to use this phone. Like this It's a terrifying experience, knowing how much it costs, knowing that it is prone to issues. I'm terrified, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you open the box and there's a warning on the front of it that says this is super fragile. It's not dust and water resistant at all. You can't press very hard. Don't use your nails. Don't poke it with an S Pen. Certainly don't poke it with a knife. There's all these warnings that say almost don't use this phone, which is kind of weird. You're spending $2,000 and they're telling you like you better not use this thing. So yeah, I'm kind of with you. It feels a little scary to use it. Also, my brain is still wrapping around the idea that like you can have a screen and do this to it. And like when you get right in here, there's like this little resistance. Like it doesn't actually want to fold when you get right there. Like you can see if I let go, it kind of pops back out. Like it doesn't want to fold. And so you get here and you have to push it and then magnets hold it together. Like it's trying to unfold at all times. So yeah, my brain is kind of going, yeah, I don't think we should do this. But my brain's also really excited to dive into a phone that does this.
It's definitely new. Yeah. It's definitely exciting. And it's intriguing, to say the least. Like, it is cool. And while I am hesitant to really kind of dive in there and fold it 10,000 times or 100,000 times, whatever Samsung did to test the initial one, it's cool. It looks really good. I will say, you can definitely see that crease when it's opened up, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right there, boom. They can see right, kind of the nano leaf lights I got going. But I mean, there's a substantial crease that is very visible, and you can feel it. But it's just something different. So very excited to try it out and give it some honest use. Nothing's gonna stop me from being nervous about it.
No, I'm definitely going to be nervous the entire time this thing is in my hand. As you mentioned, I'm also scared to put it in my pocket. I'm worried about lint. My child will never touch this thing.
Oh, God.
There's all sorts of things. Like we talked about gaming, right? Like they say don't press hard on the internal display, that is. If you're trying to game something, like some of the promo materials show a person playing a racing game where you're probably pressing sort of hard on a corner, trying to steer, whatever. I don't know that you should actually do that. I don't know that you should actually play a racing game. So always on display on the inside. Kind of fun.
Yeah. Shout out to Sel Wonk in the chat who says, you guys would praise it if it was made by Google and had stock Android.
Are you kidding me?
No, like if this was Google's phone, it would probably be designed a little worse. Just because they'd probably still be using those HTC engineers, and this thing would just, sorry, that was harsh. But yeah, no, it has nothing to do with being Samsung, right? This could be LG or anything, I mean, it feels good, right? In hand, like this is a metal phone. It is heavy. It's substantial. But like, there's something off about it simply because like when you fold it, it's not flush.
Yeah,
it sits at a, there's a slight degree of angle there. And like Helen said, there's kind of this resistance that's going on when you're trying to close it. It just doesn't feel as like smooth or as fluid of sort of an open and close experience as I was hoping for, especially when it's open and then you want to close it. Because how do you fold it exactly? Like how have you been folding it? For me, I want to come from the corners, but I'm just like pressing on the screen and folding in from there kind of ever so slightly. Because if I do it from the corners, there's only a barely little bit of thing of like protective bezel around the display.
So I'm kind of just like punching the middle.
Punching the middle?
Like my thumb is like kind of in the middle and then you kind of bend it in.
Oh, they specifically say don't touch the screen.
I know they do. Yeah, they're like, don't use the actual screen. I guess I haven't done it a lot, but I'm kind of putting thumbs there.
I'm putting thumbs in there too. Yeah. Okay.
But most of the effort is in the back, right? It's coming from the back. You're just setting that there to get a little pressure so you can fold it. Yeah. I'm not complaining, Mr. Terry, in the chat. I'm not complaining. I'm bringing attention to the fact that this is a totally new experience. Yeah. And
it's just different, man. It's going to take some time to get used to, but unfortunately this is a review unit and I don't have forever. So I got to dive right in, man. I got to dive.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think just wrapping our whole thought process around an entirely new form factor with a 2-screen thing that folds and all that is kind of, we don't know what to do with ourselves. We've been reviewing the same phone over and over for 6, 7, 8, 9 years, almost 10 years now. And this is different. So it's crazy and cool. And we're just sharing our concerns. But I'm also really excited. Like, I want to just like go to the local beer shop and pull out my Galaxy Fold and be like, oh, let me just unfold this. Oh, what's that? I can't read that. Well, let me just unfold it. And like do that. Like, go, did you see that? You know, I kind of want to do that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, you got to flex just a little bit.
Yeah.
So my biggest concern, not even concern, I guess if I did complain about something, because, you know, we're huge complainers here. It's this front display, this lock screen display. God, it's tiny.
It's
like,
really
compared
tiny
to the overall size of the front. I mean, look at all that, as Marquez Brownlee would say, look at all that wasted space.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on the front. Well, not a lot going on the front. So it's just a weird design. It's definitely different.
Yeah. I mean, the nice thing is you could kind of get a lot of stuff done there because it's so small. You don't need 2 hands. Like, one hand, you could just kind of whip through a lot of stuff there. But yeah, it's very tiny.
Yeah,
I wish it would fill things up or something.
Yeah, make it an e-ink or whatever. Some of that e-paper display. You know,
something.
I mean,
it also doesn't look like that high of a quality of a display, but maybe it's just because it's small. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, and like, as someone who wears glasses, I mean, you know, the font is kind of tiny. Again, I might be nitpicking here, but it's kind of a small display. Like,
it's 4.6
I hold it up,
inches. Yeah.
Yeah, I hold it up close to my face, and I mean, it's so tiny, it's hard to like kind of press on certain little buttons and stuff. Like, but hey,
you'll probably use it a lot. I bet it's going to be really handy for just like checking an email, putting it away, that sort of thing. We'll probably end up loving the mini display, is my guess.
It's funny that I even bring this up, right? Because, you know, back in the day, the OG Droid, it's not like that had a big old display or nothing. But now I'm coming from a Galaxy Note 10 Plus. So coming from that thing and having tons of real estate, and then I went to the Pixel 3 XL because I've been trying to use Android 10. God, it's boring. It's just it's such a different experience, you know? It's like a time warp or something.
But you can, you know, have 3 windows open at once or something. Something wild like that. With your $2,000 purchase, you get a case in the box, sort of a carbon fiber-ish design. Tim pointed out that it apparently is an adhesive case. You can see, here.
Oh, God.
You can see, like, you peel off these stickers and then stick this thing to your $2,000 phone. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. What's also cool, though, is they toss in Galaxy Buds. So you do get Galaxy Buds. And I don't want to say they throw in free buds, because you're paying $2,000 and they're just tossing in a $130 product that probably costs them $20 to make. But you do get Galaxy Buds with it. There is no headphone jack, which is probably partly why. It's an interesting thing. They'll give you one replacement on the internal display and charge you $150 for it. I was kind of thinking they were just going to replace it for free, like give everyone one free replacement of the internal. Yeah, and instead they're like, well, no, we'll give you one replacement that costs $150. I can't remember the price if you are out of that one replacement warranty. My guess is it's like $500 or something, which is wild to think. Yeah, there's cameras everywhere. There's a front camera. There's 3 in the back, 2 on the inside. There is a big old notch. I don't have a good wallpaper to show you, but there's a big old notch up here. So when you swipe down the notification area, you can't do it from that corner. You have to like come over here, which is kind of weird.
Cell Wonk was asking if it has wireless charging. Not only does it have wireless charging, it has wireless power share. So those Galaxy Buds that come with it, you can use the phone to charge those wirelessly. Very nice.
Just toss it on the Pixel stand and it is indeed charging. It might take a really long time because it's a 4380 milliamp hour battery or something like that.
It's a big boy.
It's over 4,000. So yeah, wireless charging might take a while, but you can, and it'll do the reverse wireless charging to like your Galaxy Buds that came in the box. Also just has fast charging. 512 storage, which is UFS 3, no SD slot. 12 gigs RAM, which is, fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. It's overkill. If you compare it to the Pixel 4, 6 gigs, I mean, who needs 12?
Yeah, I don't there's 12, though.
Shane in the chat says, if you damage the display with normal use, it should be covered under warranty. So the problem is that with this phone, normal usage is entirely different from what normal usage would be on any other device. I don't know if they...
Yeah, is a fingernail ding? Is like if somebody runs their fingernail over, is that normal use? Because they warn you not to do that. So it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, it's different in terms of like the usage and how you're supposed to and what you should be careful of. And I haven't gone over the warranty yet or anything. Again, this is a review unit, so I probably won't. But I mean, anyone who buys this phone, just be careful, please. I just want you to be careful. Although if you're dropping $2,000 on a phone, I mean...
Well, can we just say, like, please don't buy this? Can we just say, like, don't?
No.
You should not. Like, we
can't do that.
We have these because it's like our job to toy with things, but I don't think anyone should go buy this phone. When you open the box and you see the warnings that say don't use this phone, you probably shouldn't buy that phone. And wait till the next one. These things will get better. This is like a first gen thing that costs a ridiculous $2,000. I think you should skip it. I think everyone should skip and say, but Samsung, keep doing this or something like that.
I would say buy it because I say if you can afford it, don't put it on the credit card. If you've got $2,000 laying around burning the hole, then just go out and check it out. You can always return it. No big deal. This is the future. The folding technology is awesome. When we start talking about graphene batteries and all this stuff, I mean, the future is foldable. I've already registered and trademarked that.
Telling us.
Yeah, the future's foldable. Pay me to license that saying because I own it. And I say go out and get one if you can find one and if you can afford it because it's different. It's cool. So
it's kind of cool. I mean,
very cool. Alan just says he pre-ordered one.
I'm excited to get off the air and play with it. Actually, like set it up, get the tweets on there, get the Instagrams and the Chromes going, play with my email, split keyboard action, get both thumbs in there, just click clacking. Yeah, I don't know.
$2,000 is a lot of money.
It's so much money, dude.
Charles says he's gonna go check under the couch. I mean, like, you never know. Maybe you have like an aunt who is gonna leave you a bit of money after she passes, like, and you could use that inheritance money to buy a fold. Like, I mean, it's up to you how you get the money. I'm not telling you if you need to like rob a bank or anything. I'm just saying if you got it, why not try it?
Yeah, if you really want to. The problem is,
this is America.
Today anyway. Like if you're listening like live or today we film this show, you can't really go buy one today because it's just AT&T and they only had black and the silver ones are hard to get and the unlocked ones aren't really here yet. In a week that should change, so they might be more available. Which you might want to do. Well, I was going to say like you could just wait until they go cheap on eBay, but then you're probably buying someone's used fingernailed display. So maybe don't do that. I'm not gonna get quite as wild as Tim and tell you to go buy one, even if you have $2,000. Look, if you have $2,000 and that's nothing to you, sure, just play away in your Ferrari with your Galaxy Fold. I don't think anyone should buy this thing, even though I'm stupidly excited to play with it. I really am.
We know for a fact that at least one of our viewers can just go out and get the Galaxy Fold. Big Bomb Dono Don.
Big Bomb Dono Don's already got one.
Yeah, he's already got 2 or 3. Probably he's got one for the dog, for the Chiweenie and stuff. I mean, bless his heart.
Mm-hmm. So
why not?
Yeah.
It's different.
I don't know what else to say about it. We'll I have an unboxing on laptop right there. It's already done. I just have to upload. So when we're done filming this, there'll be an unboxing video. You can watch that. We'll have more coverage of it. Yeah, coming up. We'll I don't know if we'll do an actual review. I think Tim and I will do some combined thoughts on because again, I'm telling you right now, you shouldn't buy this, but there might be some takeaways. There might be some thoughts, some takeaways, that sort of thing. Yeah. It's going to be a fun weekend, though. It's going to be a
freaking blast.
It's going to be a blast of a weekend. So if you guys have anything else you want to know about the Fold, shoot us an email, drop it in the comments, whatever.
Hit us up on the old Twitter.
We have plenty of Folds to talk about at the moment. Oh, somebody keeps asking, or I've seen a couple of people ask about the super fast chargers for the Note 10 and if those work on it. I don't actually know the answer to that. My guess is no. And the reason I say that is because this phone is actually pre-Note 10 before we had 25 or 45 watt charging or whatever the hell the Note 10 has. So I don't actually know. And I don't have one of those stupidly expensive chargers, so I can't even test that for you. I'll try to find that out though. But my guess is no, just because this is from S10 days, not Note 10, if that makes sense. It does come with a fast adaptive charger, yes. But not like the super fast charger that works with the Note 10 Plus. Okay. Moving on.
Sweet.
Next new phone.
Another one?
Yeah, so this was announced this week. OnePlus 7T in the US. We've had one for a good week or so. So the OnePlus 7T was sort of announced alongside some stuff in India, like the OnePlus TV. So no OnePlus TV here, just this here. You also can't buy this until October 18th, which seems weird. Usually OnePlus is like, hey, we announced a new phone, order it in a week or tomorrow or something like that, and it'll start shipping. This actually isn't available until the 18th. What should you know, though? So $599 for this guy. It is very much like the 7 Pro with some subtle improvements and tweaks here and there. Like, obviously, we have this new, I'd argue, ugly camera housing that looks like a puck. Triple camera setup, though, so that's an upgrade over the 7 and 6T, I should say. Telephoto, wide angle, standard. Cameras are pretty solid, I think, in at least my testing. They also included this really cool new macro mode. So if you like taking really, really close-up shots of things, bugs, plants, fingernails, I have no idea. It actually does a macro mode. Is anyone else doing macro mode like them? I don't know if they are, but it's actually very cool. One of my favorite new features in there. 90 hertz display. So similar 90 hertz setup as the 7 Pro, just not quad HD. It's 1080p. Comes in this snazzy blue color. There's also a silver color. Snapdragon 855 Plus, 8 gig RAM, 128 gig storage. There's a 256 gig storage model that will be in other countries, not in the US. US is just 8 gig, 128. What else am I missing? 3,800 milliamp hour battery, I believe. Good battery life. I have a full review at the site if you want to spend any time reading that. The big takeaway, though, is really good phone from OnePlus, just like most of their phones. You should buy it if $600 is your budget. You should maybe even buy it if you have a bigger budget than that. It's one of those phones that competes with the best of Samsung and Google. You know, we talk a lot on the air about there's 3 players these days, at least for our audience. There's Samsung, Google, and OnePlus. Like, those are the 3 phones we talk about that our readers seem to care about. So this is certainly there. I think this is a phone a lot of people would probably like a lot. I like it, especially that 90 hertz. It's running Android 10 already. First phone running Android 10 out of the box. Obviously, Google's Pixel 4 lineup will, but this is running out of the box. And then OnePlus released Android 10 for the OnePlus 7 Pro already this week. There's lots of Android 10 updates from OnePlus. So, all right, so recap. Really good phone. Decent price at $600. I'm not going to call that cheap, but it's a decent price for what you get. Already has Android 10. So one of the big things that we used to buy Google's phones all the time and tell people to buy those is like, well, they have the new version of Android. They get updates all the time. OnePlus, within the same month that Google released Android 10, dropped Android 10 with Oxygen OS 10, all of that stuff. So just really, really good stuff. OnePlus continues to get better at almost everything they're doing. I would say Samsung is getting better at stuff too, like software updates, but OnePlus, man. I mean, the camera is still probably not quite as good as like Google's, obviously, especially their night mode, but we're getting closer. Like, the camera experience is much improved here over the 6T for sure. Probably not a huge leap over the 7 Pro, but I was pretty impressed. And again, has that cool macro mode, already has Android 10. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff here. Again, I wrote an entire review about it. So if you want to read all about the OnePlus 7T, feel free. You also have until the 18th to decide, since you can't buy it till then. And before then, Google will announce the the Pixel 4, like 3 days before that happens. So then you'll really get to decide. Pixel 4 is 90 hertz also, plus Google's camera. It's going to be a tough choice between those two, but no wireless charging here you'll have in the Pixel 4. I don't know. Anything you want to know about the 7T? I know I've been like hogging the phone since I got it, so.
Oh, dude, no worries, man. Seems like a very nice phone. I really enjoyed your review. It's very informative. Probably, I've heard people say it's the best OnePlus 7T review out there. So,
all right,
yeah,
that's fabulous.
So definitely go check that out. I mean, the price seems really good.
$600.
Yeah, it's highly competitive, which is very OnePlus of them. They always compete on that pricing. So I'm like totally not looking forward to when Google says, all right, here's the $1,000 Pixel 4 XL.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And then I have to try and like, hey guys, the Pixel 4 is the best phone ever.
Totally
like,
worth it.
But it's
$1,000.
Yeah. I know. What are they doing to us?
I don't know.
It's hard being a puppet these days, I'll tell you that.
Well, when you think about it too, we're expecting what 64 gig storage on the Pixel 4 and 6 gig RAM. And I know we don't. It gets boring talking about the price and spec comparison things sometimes, but
sure.
This phone has 128 gig storage. It's UFS 3.0 and 8 gig RAM, and it's $600. Whereas to get 128 and you're capped at 6 gig RAM probably with the Pixel 4, yeah, we're talking probably $800-900. $300 more than this, $200 more than this.
Nothing's confirmed yet, but we just, it's probably a safe bet that it's going to be too expensive for what it is.
My guess is it's probably going to be very close to what the Pixel 3 was. I bet it'll be $800.
Yeah.
A little Soli action in there.
Oh, I know. Well, that doesn't do anything. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
Ellis in the chat says, any chance the Pixel 4 has good battery life?
No.
None chance. None chance, bruh.
It's so funny because Google...
It's a Pixel.
Every single year with the new version of Android, they go, we built in this new battery mode. We did all this background optimization to help battery life. And then everyone gets a Pixel in-house and goes... Battery life still sucks. It barely gets me through a day. Like I use a Pixel 3 all the time. Yeah. And most days at like 5 o'clock, I'm going, yeah, we're getting a little low. Let me just chuck her on the charger just to top up here. I have to do that almost every day. Whereas the 7T, I was going over a day and not charging it. Like 7T, I was getting 8 hours of use before I finally decided it was time to throw the thing on the charger. Yeah, I don't know that the Pixel 4 will have good battery life. And wait, aren't we expecting the battery capacity in the 4 to drop from the 3 too? It's slightly smaller. Yeah. And then the 4 XL is slightly bigger than the 3 XL, but yeah, I don't know that they'll be great.
I've been using, so I switched to the Pixel 3 XL officially yesterday, I think it was, and I haven't used the phone at all today. We met up rather early for the Galaxy Fold stuff.
Yeah, we did.
And I'm at 78%, but I haven't used this phone. And so that's just standby. It's already down 20%. It just doesn't seem good to me. Like I haven't done anything on it. I've looked at email in the morning. That was it.
Yeah, so my wife has a Pixel 2 and a friend of mine also has a Pixel 2, and both of them, once they got Android 10, complained to me that it ruined the battery life on their phone. And my wife's like, I'm talking like midday, she's at like 30%. Like that's how bad it is. And there's supposed to be all this battery optimization stuff and none of it works. So yeah. Patrick in the chat says, hey guys, first live stream, past iPhone user, recently switched to the Note 9. Welcome, Patrick.
You're missing out on that iPhone 11 Pro, buddy, but that's okay.
If you missed it, we talked Samsung foldables earlier, so you can rewind if you want, or stay live because we're gonna do trivia. Actually, don't rewind.
Optimizing apps now.
Anyway, so OnePlus 7T, just to wrap it up, really good phone. Comes October 18th. It will be there as a competitor to Google's Pixel 4. Possibly a better value, possibly better in a number of areas. So yeah, you'll have some decisions to make there. All right, Pixel 4. Shall we catch up on the Pixel 4?
There's a lot to catch up on. I mean, we still got a couple of weeks until it's even official, but let's do it.
So over the Pixel 4 leaky stuff. Okay, so Pixel 4. At the beginning of the week, big leak dropped again. A site called Next Riff posted. It was actually weird when they posted it. They said it was something like, I think this is the Pixel 4 XL, or this could be the Pixel 4 XL. What did they? I wonder if they changed the title. I'm trying to look now. It was like they weren't sure. Oh yeah, they've totally, I believe, changed the name. When they initially posted it, the title was something like, this could be the Pixel 4 XL. And it was like, well, how do you not know? Like, you have the phone in hand. Either way, they posted like a whole bunch of pictures of it, compared in size to a Pixel 3a, I believe, and a Note 9 or something. Oh no, Galaxy S10 Plus. So you can see the size of the 4 XL. A little bit taller than an S10 Plus. Similar size to a 3a XL. But this dude showed off like a screen grab of the next gen assistant and said it's super duper fast. And we think it actually will be super duper fast, but it's just a picture. It's kind of hard to tell. He showed some warnings in the face data stuff for face unlock, and that the squeezy sides are back. And then that guy worked with 9to5 Google, and they must have gotten a system dump from the guy, because they posted up yesterday a whole bunch of things about software that we might see first on the Pixel 4. So more on the Pixel theme stuff, which the guys at XDA actually showed off a few weeks ago. But they showed some Soli stuff, which is the radar wavy stuff, gestury stuff that I think we kind of clowned a little bit on last week, or the last time we did a show. But it shows that there's only, like a handful of apps that will work with the thing.
Yeah, 9 apps. Mind you, these are like the biggest media apps available right now. You know, like YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora,
no Apple
Deezer,
Music.
Apple, no Apple Music,
Apple
but there is Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify Stations, which is that new Spotify app. So,
which I actually use a lot. It's actually a nice little app.
You do?
It's actually really nice. Yeah. Because you can just put in, it kind of works in sync with your normal Spotify app. So like if you're playing in Spotify Stations and open the Spotify app, it knows that what you're playing. It's actually kind of a cool little app. So the thing is,
Tinder.
Yeah, no Tinder. What which there should be, right? Swipe. You could just gesture left and right. Is that Tinder that you do that in?
Yeah, that's Bumble. That's pretty much
all of those. Yeah.
Facebook. I've tried them all. But still lonely.
Still lonely. But so what we're seeing with Motion Sense is, so far, it's stupidly limited and not really interesting or exciting at all.
Or cool or worth it.
Yeah, when we got super excited about Soli, it was when it was still a project and it was on a watch, and Google engineers showed like all these fine-tuned, like they were twisting their fingers together and around, and it was doing all of that and recognizing exactly what they were doing. So far, Soli is apparently like to pause and switch tracks in music, and that is a complete waste of technology. And while I'm fully aware that this is just the beginning, supposedly, and Google can add a whole bunch of fun stuff, this is not really a good start. Like, you're not going to sell me on the fact that I can wave for the next track on my phone, or like put my hand towards the phone and it will wake up when Motorola did that with the original Moto X. Like, that's not a new thing that you need a radar chip for. So yeah, Soli so far looking like a bust, but
Hey, now, I mean, we got time. We gave Google our recommendations. We want scrolling in Chrome. We want to be able to switch camera modes.
Yeah.
So they have a list. And we know that Google reads Droid Life. They got to. So
we had some good ideas, actually.
Engineers are working on it. They're top men or women, top people.
They're top folks.
All inclusive at Google.
So yeah, we'll see. I hope Soli's good, but don't have the hopes up just yet. Not that optimistic just yet. All right, let's see some other stuff they revealed. That theming app I talked about, but again, we've seen that. It shows you how to change fonts, change icon shapes, wallpapers, some other things. It's kind of cool. OnePlus has it already sort of built in on Android 10 for their phone. So if you have a 7 Pro or 7T, you can kind of already experience this. Yeah, it's not like groundbreaking, but at least it's something. Google's adding some customization there. You can tweak the color accent, I believe, too. They are, and this is huge, they're going to add a gesture on the home screen where you can swipe down and it'll pull down the notification tray. And I don't mean like from up top, like you could swipe towards the bottom, just a little gesture down, and that'll just fire that thing open. If you didn't catch the sarcasm there, that's because it's a feature that's been on OnePlus phones. It's been in Nova Launcher. It's been on I don't know how many phones forever. It's silly that that's like a thing. These guys also, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say Samsung does it, except it's a setting. I was going to say I can do that on my Galaxy Fold, but you have to enable it from its settings, and I don't have time for that.
No. You're right. You can do it on Samsung phones too. So Google's catching up there, which is typically the case. There is a new voice recorder app. So you can record little notes, whatever you want to record, and apparently they're stored in a separate private folder, which is, good for when you're using it as a wire to spy on people. I'm not really sure I understand that fully. We should get a new wallpaper UI app to the stock wallpaper setup with a dark mode, and I think that's pretty much it. I think Pixel 4.
Brandon Fisher, I assume this is in reference to Sully, and it's not a lot of uses. He said, didn't Google Home have a very limited usefulness when it was first introduced? Absolutely, it was limited. It did a bit more than just play, pause music. But
yeah, that's the thing.
It was certainly limited, at least compared to what it does now. And that's why I say it'll probably get better. There's no way Google invested probably millions into this thing and it doesn't have more plans for it than just play, pause.
And they got an exception to use a higher frequency or something from the FCC. Like, they're fully invested in this, and I can't imagine it's just play, pause, skip tracks, wake your phone. I hope that's not all. I hope they have big plans. We'll see if we get there. Yeah, I just want to be able to scroll. I just want to do this, like a little 2-finger gesture, and have its air scroll on everything. Like, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So Wande, I believe in the chat, he's asking where are those wallpapers designed by elephants? Yes.
Probably.
So yeah, wallpapers that we're getting a look at for the Pixel 4, they aren't very hot. However, all the past live wallpapers that have been released for Pixel phones, Pixel OG, Pixel 2, Pixel 3, apparently all those papers are going to be available inside the new wallpapers app that launches with the Pixel 4.
I think that's one of our ideas, by the way.
Yes,
we talked about that on a show not
that long ago. That's how we know Google listens to us. We've got the really good ideas.
Wallpapers are really bad, though.
Oh, yeah, no, they're crap.
Like the one that we used in a post you wrote up today that was from NextRiff, like it really looks like an elephant did paint it. It really does. Whoever mentioned that in the chat. Oh, it's Sawande. It actually does look like that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look good, but some of the live ones that have been, like they're cool. Although I don't use a live wallpaper. I haven't used a live wallpaper since Ice Cream Sandwich with the floating bubbles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, someone, I forget who, but they sent me an APK of Sunbeam and the other one, which I can share. It's awesome. It's like when you have those wallpapers performing on a phone with multiple gigs of RAM instead of just 512 megs or 1 gig like the phones back in the day had, it actually performs pretty nice. It looks cool.
Yeah, they used to do some really good old wallpapers, which is, again, why we already suggested they should bring all these back. So if they do, that's good. Thanks for listening, Google.
Namaste, Google.
Riggs in the chat says, available wallpapers for all Pixels, slow rollout Q4. More like Q4 2020. Google's slow rollout thing is the worst thing ever. We've been talking about dark mode in Gmail and Google Play for like 3 weeks. I don't have either. Do you have either? Do you have dark mode in Google Play or Gmail yet?
Nope. That's why I switched to Android 10, but I still don't have none of it.
Still don't have it. So yesterday, Google broke Google Play for a whole bunch of people. And at that time, a whole bunch of people that had broken Google Play noticed that they now had dark mode. I wasn't even one of those. Like, mine was just broken. I didn't even get the dark mode with the brokenness. It's terrible. Nick says no dark
Gmail, no nothing.
I don't have dark Google Assistant, which was apparently rolling out. None of that.
No setting for it. And then I don't know if anyone knows, but we're Google Suite users, G Suite users.
Oh yeah, we get nothing.
So I can't even access Play Pass because my main Google account is a G Suite's account and not a standard Gmail/Google account. So I'm getting screwed left and right this week.
Google does not like you at all.
No, they don't.
At all. Selwong mentioned dark mode Instagram beta. I don't have that either. I know that's apparently a thing, and I'm in the beta. I also do not have dark mode Instagram. I don't have anything.
I got nothing.
Nothing.
I'm looking. I can see, like, when I kind of open up Instagram, I can see, like, it might want to be dark, but then, nah.
Yeah,
I hate my life.
If I go into Gmail or Google Play and I just toggle the dark theme off and on, I can see it refreshing the app in the background trying, and it just doesn't because it's waiting for Google to go, oh, yeah, it's cool, dude. You can finally have this 6 weeks later. Over it. I'm over it.
And yeah, like I switched to dark theme. This is bull. I quit. All I get is the dark Google search bar.
Yeah, I got nothing. Speaking of Play Pass, though, you mentioned that Google Play Pass is announced this week. So Google Play Pass is Google's subscription service to Google Play that for $5 a month, $4.99 a month, gets you access to, they say 350 plus apps or games. And what that means is paid apps now free as a part of the pass. You also don't have ads, and there's no in-app purchases and no paywalls for anything. You basically just get the full experience to apps that are participating. To start, for $1.99 per month for the first 12 months, you can have access to Play Pass. So actually running a pretty good deal. So $2 a month for the first year if you want to. And I believe they're also doing a 10-day free trial for anyone who just wants to try it. As Tim mentioned, if you have a G Suite app account, you cannot participate in any of it. Like I have 3 Google accounts that I usually have on a phone at all time. One is also a Droid Life G Suite account. No Play Pass in there, but my other 2 Gmail accounts have had Play Pass basically since day one. So yeah, it's definitely a G Suite block there, which is not that surprising. They take things away from G Suite people all the time, or just let them never have it. As far as apps and games go, I don't know that there's a good list of apps and games. Some of the games, maybe. I'm not a big mobile gamer, but like all the 2 Monument Valleys are there. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Limbo. There's some other stuff like the game Stardew Valley. The game situation, not terrible. The app situation, kind of bad. Like AccuWeather's on there. There's a couple of weather apps. Then you get the paid subscription or whatever to those, or the full unlocked experience. But the app list is kind of bad. It's a lot of note takers and audio recorders, and I don't even know. It's bad. I'm going to cancel the minute I have to actually start paying for it, probably, because I don't use any of the apps.
Real quick, Big Bomb Dono Don has strucketh today on a Friday, a lovely Friday. $20 donation. No comment. Just drops it. Thank you very much, Don.
Dono Don.
Speaking of donations,
Mr. Chewini. Big Bomb Dono Don. Thank you, Don.
Our next show, which will be in October, we will announce the next charity that we will be doing for the 3 months until the end of 2019.
We should probably figure that out.
Well, I'm leaving it to you, man, because I came up with OHS and it was a total success. So I'll help, but you're going to have to pick.
That would be Friday, October 4th, hopefully.
Yeah, we should definitely, because we'll have Galaxy Fold impressions and blah, blah, blah.
All that stuff. That's right. Oh, yeah, we'll try to choose something by next week. I will make a reminder. We still have Sarah's suggestions. If anyone else has suggestions, please send those along. Yeah.
And Sarah, thank you very much for those suggestions. It's very thoughtful. So, much appreciated. And Don, thank you again.
Thanks again, Big Bomb Dono Don.
He's the man. How are you going to afford your Galaxy Fold? Got to save that money, Don.
So Google Play Pass, it's live now if you want to participate. I would say do the 10-day free trial. If anything looks great in it, awesome. If not, I won't be surprised if you cancel, as I will be doing shortly. Real quickly, I mentioned this, but Android 10 is now on the OnePlus 7 and OnePlus 7 Pro. It took 18 days or something for OnePlus to update their newest phones to Android 10 after Google did. That's a big deal. OnePlus used to not be great at all at updates. They basically abandoned the OnePlus 2 about a year and a half in, which is not a good look. And we used to kind of be pretty critical of them for how they handled updates. Now they're not only updating phones faster than almost anyone, they're supporting them for quite a long time. So props to OnePlus for that stuff. We don't get to say that stuff very often. Almost everyone else sucks at updates. So good job, OnePlus.
Thank you, OnePlus.
Google announced today that YouTube Music is officially the new music app that comes pre-installed on Android phones starting with Android 10. So Android 10 out of the box on phones, YouTube Music. I don't have a ton of reaction to that other than YouTube Music is still a crap music app and it's replacing Google Play Music, which Google abandoned a long time ago. Google Play Music app isn't terrible, but Google abandoned it. So it's probably time it got replaced. It just sucks that they're replacing it with an app that was supposed to pick up all of Google Play Music's features and never did. So yeah, if Google Play Music's still available, if you want it, you'll just have to install. If you buy a new phone to Android 10, Google Play Music's not there. You can still just download it. But for now, they're going to start pushing YouTube Music. I'm kind of wondering if that means a big update's on the horizon.
Better.
Yeah. Because if the Pixel 4 launches and it's going to have this pre-installed, we already saw a leaked commercial that showed a promo within the commercial for YouTube Music. I hope that means they're going to finally update it and make it a useful music app, because right now it's still not really very good.
Yeah, like, does Google know that YouTube Music isn't even like a thing yet? Like, it's not an actual usable service or app? Sorry, go ahead.
I would think so. They seem to promote it and we all trash it. Like, we're not the only people in the media that have trashed it. We've done trashing a lot, but other people have picked up on that too and said some, not so kind words about YouTube Music. So.
Yeah, it's not a great service. Someone replied to our tweet with the hashtag "Not My Music App," sort of a parody on "Not My President" or something.
Yeah,
so,
probably.
Yeah, "Not My Music App."
Clever.
Super clever. Praying it goes trending, and Google just stops. Just stop.
Cuts it off there.
Yeah, Play Music is fine. Like,
all
it totally
it,
works.
make it look a little more modern. Add a couple of features.
It was already so integrated with Google Play, and like that's the store that you use to buy music. Why are we? I don't get it.
Part of the problem is Google's really shitty at branding. The Play thing always should have never been a part of. I get Google Play. You can call it the Google Play Store. I don't really care, but it should have been Google Music, Google Movies, Google Books. We didn't need the Play in there. They should just rebrand it to Google Music and re-release it and kill YouTube Music. They can bring videos into Google Music. I don't really care. And it'll push people to YouTube, whatever they want to do, but that's what they should have done.
Okay, Google. Sorry, I'm just here to piss people off.
Yeah, because I just set, I think, mine off. Probably other people's too. So
yeah. Sorry, fellas.
Speaking of Google Assistant, Xbox can now be sort of controlled by the Google Assistant. The commands are somewhat limited, but you can say the commands and say turn on Xbox or turn off Xbox or play game, mute, pause, play a show if you have it hooked up to a TV or something like that. I've used it to turn off. It's super fast to turn off an Xbox. I used it to turn on, and it took a long time. Like, we're talking like a minute or two. I know the Xbox sits in sort of a sleep state, but it took a while. It took a bit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm super excited about it. I'm definitely going to use I don't use any voice assistants, for anything. Like, I don't use Cortana, which is Microsoft's digital assistant for Xbox. I disable all of that stuff. Yeah. But, with assistant kind of going out to these other devices where you're like, oh, like assistant for Xbox or Cortana maybe one day assistant for PlayStation, like that's kind of cool. It's neat. However, I need to be able to be game and then be like, oh, okay, hot word, Google, like turn up the heater or something. I need to be able to, like, in your headset while you're playing the game. Yeah. I need Xbox to be a Google Home, not just be able to control my Xbox with Assistant. Yeah. It has to be reverse compatible stuff. Yeah, they would need to build that into the OS, which would be great, but until they really kill Cortana, we'll see. It's coming. It's coming. I have faith. It does kind of feel like it's coming. Death of Cortana is coming. Speaking of other assistants, Amazon had a mega, not MEGA, MEGA mega hardware event this week. They announced a whole bunch of products. I don't know the official count. I know they announced 8 new Echo devices for sure, a new Eero mesh Wi-Fi system, a microwave. There's some new Ring products. Anyway, we ran through no microwave. There's not a microwave? Smart oven. It's a smart oven. It's a smart oven. It looks like a microwave, doesn't it? Yeah, it's large. It's an air fryer, convection. Ooh. It's awesome. It's fully featured. Look at that bad boy. So they announced a bunch. A new Echo, which is just a replacement for the other Echo.
This one has all of the speakers though from the Echo Plus, so you should get kind of an Echo Plus experience and an Echo Body, an Echo Flex, which just plugs into a little outlet, and you can then control Alexa and have it run things or whatever. It's actually kind of a cool invention there from Amazon. Google should have done the same thing. I'm not sure why they haven't yet, but like I have minis plugged into wall outlets, but they took like an adapter.
I just want to apologize.
Oh,
There's a microwave setting as well. I'm sorry. So it's convection oven,
probably does it all.
microwave, air fryer, and food warmer. It's a 4-in-1.
It does all.
I just thought last year they gave us the microwave, and so this year it wasn't a microwave, but it has microwave functionality, which I can't believe.
It just does it all. It does it all.
I kind of want one, except it's Alexa, and I hate Alexa. So because I want an air fryer. Everyone says air fryers are so cool.
They're probably cool. Yeah, I haven't used them. It looks kind of nice.
Because I want some. What are those mozzarella sticks like right now? And an air fryer would be perfect for those.
That's true, because just microwaving them or oven baking them, it's not the same.
No, definitely not.
They announced a new Echo Dot, and the only real difference is that it now has LEDs behind the mesh, so it can bring up a clock, temperature outside. There's an Echo Show 8, which is, as the number suggests, an 8-inch version of the Echo Show. There's the Echo Studio, which is their new high-end speaker, $200. And it does like the spatial audio, changes depending on the environment, 24-bit DAC, all sorts of fun there. It's high-end speaker, $200. So it's cheaper than, I believe that's plenty cheaper than Apple's speaker, and it's cheaper than Google Home Max for sure.
You still use Home Max? I know you got one.
I do, yeah. Yeah, it's in my living room.
You like it?
My living room is one of those overdone things in terms of Google Assistant. Like there's a Max in a corner, a Home on the left side of the TV, and then behind it I have like old bookshelf speakers that I hooked a Chromecast audio up to, and I created them into a group so you can just turn on everything. You get music all over. Not that I ever use it, but it's there. Amazon announced Echo Buds, which are their first earbuds. They're $130, and they look exactly like all of the $20 knockoff buds that you can buy on Amazon already. They look big too. I actually don't know who's going to buy these, although they're supposed to have Bose active noise cancellation, reduction. I can't even speak anymore. So they should sound fine. They just look weird. They announced smart glasses, which don't do much, I don't think, right? They just let you fire up Alexa or something.
Yeah, here's some lists, get grocery shopping reminders. They don't even have a camera.
It sounds dumb. Receive notifications. It sounds super stupid. Even worse, though. Did you?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Well, it's good to know.
Not like I'm going to get an invite.
That's true. They are invite only. As a possibly worse product, the Echo Loop is a ring that Amazon announced, which does absolutely nothing except gives you Alexa on your finger.
This is way cooler than the what are the glasses called?
The Echo Frames.
Echo Frames. Thank you. Yeah, the Loop is awesome because like you're like Dick Tracy, and you hold it up.
Yeah, you do.
And you say, Alexa, like, what's my shopping list? And then there's a speaker, and like the ring speaks. That is awesome. I'm sorry. You're living in the past, man. This is the future.
Echo Glow is a new kids smart light thing. It's Echo, but it's got a light and it can change colors. It could be probably like a mood thing, help kids go to bed at night, wake up in the morning, whatever. As someone who has a kid, that's actually kind of a cool product for $30 is all. Then there's the smart oven, which Tim just mentioned, and then there's Ring and Eero stuff. I don't know. They announced a bunch of stuff. I will buy none of it. And I don't mean that as like an Amazon hater. It's just when you build out an ecosystem, like I have Google Assistant everywhere in my house. I don't really want to combine the Alexa and Google stuff. It doesn't really, I don't know that would work that well. Like I used to have an Echo Show at one point, and I had a couple of little mini Echo Dots, and then I just didn't ever use them because the Google ones do all the stuff I need. So like if you're invested in the Alexa ecosystem, this stuff's cool. Like some of this stuff would fit in, like the smart oven, like the Ring.
Ring's awesome.
Like the higher end speaker in the Echo Show. Like there's all these things that fit in with that, but you have to be a part of that ecosystem. And I'm just not. I'm not.
I need the smart glasses like Google Glass. It was the right idea. Because glasses, for smart glasses, there needs to be a HUD. It's got to be a HUD. It's got to be in your line of sight. It can't be up in the top corner like Google Glass was, because you look ridiculous having to like look up at that thing and like you're swiping with it. I took that thing to a restaurant once, and I remember looking like such a fool. But I was like, you know what? I got to flex on them because I'm all about the flex.
I never did wear one in public. I
Oh,
couldn't bring
dude.
myself to.
I did, and I just felt stupid. But so anyway, smart glasses like these frames, it needs to be a HUD, not just a speaker, because just use your phone for that. You have to get your prescription. I could keep going on, but anyway, needs to be a HUD.
Yeah.
The end.
Mario Kart Tour is out. I played it for 3 minutes and uninstalled.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you try Mario Kart?
I'm going to download it on the Galaxy Fold. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, yeah, on the Galaxy Fold. It could be just fabulous. I played it for 2 seconds, and first of all, there's just way too much going on in the game. Second, though, the controls are really bad. And the bad thing about that is they're simple. There's no gas pedal. You just always go, and your finger just steers, and the steering is so bad. I'm sure you could probably get used to it, but it was not that easy to pick up. And uninstalled.
So looking at the reviews for it,
they cannot be good.
Well, so overall it's a 4.4. However, gameplay is only rated 2 stars out of 5. Controls 1.8.
It's so bad.
How is the overall 4.4 if the graphics are even a 2.1? Apparently this game is crap, except it has a 4.4. Like,
it already has
there's something
10
wrong.
million installs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the power of Nintendo. In fact, I'm going to screenshot this and post it to Twitter and try and find out how this could possibly be a 4.4 game with 2 gameplay, 1.8 controls, and 2.1 graphics. That's like an average of 1.9. What is this?
Yeah, it's not fun at all. Did anyone play it? Because it is not. It was bad.
I'm triggered. Oh, yeah. See, people are mad.
Yeah, they are.
Tell us how you really feel. Fake reviews. Thank you, Charles. Yes, Nintendo's doing something. What is this?
Andy in the chat says, you guys going to update the Droid app? We do not have an app.
Don't have one.
We don't have an app. If there's an app that you're using that had Droid Life in the name, it was not affiliated with us, so I cannot help you there.
Yeah.
We ran a poll or a question this week on Google Opinion Rewards. We can do this really quickly, but just to see, we do this every couple of years and ask how much money people have made from Google Opinion Rewards. And good Lord, you're almost at $200. You're at 183.
I'm killing it, dude. I'm rolling.
Yeah, I'm at 91 in one account. I think my other account had 30, so I'm still not even close, even with those combined. I get them in waves. I'll go a month without getting a single survey, and then all of a sudden I'll get 2 or 3 in one day. I mean, it typically involves leaving my cave, which I obviously don't do very often. Yeah, I'm at $91. Did we have anybody over 200? We had some. Oh yeah, we had a bunch of people over 200.
We had a couple of people. One guy was like $600 or something, and I was like, nah. I think he said that he works at a mall though. So like if you work at a mall, you're basically cheating.
Yeah,
because the app is going to be thinking you're shopping every day. Like, what is going on here?
Like, here's one dude that had $349. That's crazy. 230s in the chats. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh yeah, this guy was 298.
I think so my girlfriend I think has a very large number too because she's bilingual. So if you can, it'll ask her surveys in Spanish as well as English too. So it's kind of, I just say I'm bilingual and I'll just Google Translate it, but
it's not a bad idea.
It's not a terrible idea.
Not a bad idea at all. So anyway, we ran a survey on that. If you guys want to add your comments there, kind of fun for people to share.
Total blast. Oh, I think I know what time it is.
Yeah, that's the last topic. Do I put the tunes back on?
I mean, if you can make it low where people can still hear me and all that.
Oh, they're back on.
It's not like I can hear it or anything.
No, you can't hear it, but
I
they
gotta
can hear
make my own
it.
tunes.
Yes, indeed, it is trivia time. It's kind of loud on my end. It's trivia time. Trivia is back once again. If you are new around here, let's probably lower that back down. Oh yeah, we didn't trivia dance.
I'm dancing.
Eli reminded us. So trivia around here is a 5-question trivia session where we give away prizes to 5 different people who answer trivia questions correctly. This week sponsored by PowerAmp. PowerAmp is giving away 5 PowerAmp codes so you'll unlock the full experience of PowerAmp. The questions aren't necessarily related to PowerAmp. But we thank them so much for sponsoring and giving away codes. So you guys can try out Power Amp. If you haven't tried it out in a while, again, they released a big update not that long ago. And this will give you the full experience there. So trivia, we'll put question on the board. Tim will read it. If you're listening live, you will type the answer out in the chat. If you're the first to answer correctly, according to our screen, we'll look at it. We will call out your name. You win. At the end of the show, you email us. We'll get you codes, prizes, whatever. It's super easy. Everyone ready?
And just to absolutely 100% clarify, the questions have nothing to do with Power Amp.
No,
I don't know. Yeah, just to be totally clear.
Yeah.
I'm ready when you are. I'm going to noodle on the old guitar. Because I want to hear stuff too.
Audio only mode testing. People are ready. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready, Freddy.
Question number 1 is up now.
In what month of 2018 did Google announce YouTube Music? Again, what month of 2018 did Google announce YouTube Music?
People are just going to be guessing. Oh, Jackson.
Jackson with the correct answer of May. And he was super quick with it.
It was May. He followed up with a June, but we'll give you the May. I know people are just spamming off months. Great guess.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, man, go for it.
Yeah, he went May, June, July. Yeah. May. Jackson Eater with the win. May. Power Amp code coming your way.
Nice. All right, here's a real toughie. Question number 2, please.
Question number 2 is up now.
What is the name of Microsoft's digital assistant?
You have to spell it right.
Yes. What is the name of Microsoft's digital assistant?
Jay Rasuelo.
Jay Rasuelo with the quickness of Cortana.
Jay Rasuelo with the answer. Sarah right there. Debo9 right there. Irvin also right there. Jay Rasuelo first on the screen.
Congratulations, Jay.
Bixby.
Rasuelo. Cortana. Go away, Cortana.
Go away, Cortana.
Cortuna? I don't know what Jackson's trying to say. Anyway, all right. This one might be a little tricky for some.
All right.
Unless you're a geography buff.
It could be. I wouldn't have known this. Question number 3 is up now.
In what Korean city is Samsung's HQ based? In what Korean city is Samsung's HQ based? And because of this, we will need proper spelling. So I thought it was Seoul as well. However, Samsung HQ is apparently 13 miles outside of the capital of Korea, which is Seoul. So it's another city.
Someone Google it.
Someone better Google it. And they better spell it right.
People just giving up now. People are actually Googling now.
I hope so.
It's
yeah.
not Seoul. Anyone? Anyone?
So Samsung Digital City, Sarah, is inside another town. It's not Samsung Town.
Is this like on Wikipedia? Like I figure somebody else would have found it by now. Oh, somebody came close.
Website. They have a whole blog about it.
BXG.
Oh God, I hope you're right. BXG. Suwon. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Suwon. Suwon. Yes.
BXG.
It's on Wiki. Samsung Town.
Samsung Town.
Oh man, the questions like that are interesting because I feel like you can find multiple answers. It's a province of Seoul, which is where I think the confusion comes, where it comes from. So it's by Seoul, but it's not. So it's Suwon, Korea. I hope.
We're going with Suwon. If that's completely incorrect, you can tell us later, but that's what we're going with.
And we're going with BXG as our winner. Congratulations, BXG.
BXG. Oh, we go from Cortana to that.
Dude, the struggle is real.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jackson, just in case you're going to be emailing me, I have the codes. And for all you other winners, I'll put my email down once we're done with trivia. So, question number 4, please.
Question number 4 is up now.
What is the milliamp hour capacity of the OnePlus 7T? Again, what is the milliamp hour capacity of the OnePlus 7T? We just need the number. Oh, Jay Rasuelo, you already won, so we're going to have to go with Dave B09, Bo9.
Dave Bo9.
Bo9 with the correct answer of 3,800. 3,800 milliamp hour. Yes. Man, you guys, did you specifically say like what the size was today or what?
I did earlier.
God, they were so quick.
I actually did say it earlier. 3,800?
3,800. Congratulations, Dave. Rig spelling it out. Just a little late. That's okay. Oh, is it Larry Mitchell? Or who is it that's always like, 20 minutes late with the trivia answers?
Well, we'll probably know in a minute because he'll drop in and go.
He'll drop one.
Cortana. We'll go, Larry.
That is too funny. All right. So, final question number 5. Extremely difficult question.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you know it.
Very current.
So, yeah.
Question number 5 is up now.
What food item did T-Mobile gift to all of its wireless customers this week for T-Mobile Tuesday? I love this question. Again, what food item did T-Mobile gift to all of its wireless customers this week for T-Mobile Tuesday? Not a hot dog. Not pizza.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Xavier X with the correct answer of Impossible Burger, a.k.a. the Impossible Burger. Yes. Fantastic. Not a sponsored question, believe it or not. But a very an awesome question regardless. Highly processed burger. It's veggies, man. You want to talk about highly processed? Talk about the beef they use on the daily basis.
Gross.
Anyway, congratulations to who was our winner? Xavier X.
Yeah. I think I saw an article last week from, I think it was Gizmodo, that said, I think they were talking about Beyond Burger or maybe the Impossible, but they said, like the article said, it's not supposed to be healthy. Like that's the point. Because people were going, I'm eating this non-meat burger. How come it's so fatty and gross and bad for me? And I'm getting fat eating one every day. And it's like, well, the whole point is it's supposed to taste like a fatty, nasty burger. Like that's the point. It's not supposed to taste like you're eating something healthy. So
it's not supposed to taste like a veggie patty.
Right.
Exactly.
It's supposed to taste like a burger, so it's going to be nasty. So it's going to have all the nasty goods in there. Okay, so winners, email Tim. He just dropped his email in the chat. That was Jackson, Jay Rasuelo, BXG, Dave, and Xavier X. Power Amp. Thank you, Power Amp, for sponsoring and giving out full codes for everyone.
You guys rock, Power Amp.
Just recapping a little bit. Again, it was Galaxy Fold. If you missed early in the show, we talked Galaxy Fold for like 25 minutes. Tim has the silver one. I have the black one. I'm charging it right now.
And it's already broken. Not just kidding. That would suck.
It already has fingernail marks. So Galaxy Fold. So we'll have lots of coverage of these in the next probably week or so. Just to talk about more of the foldable experience. Again, don't buy one unless you have lots of money. Then sure, just throw your money away. We also talked about the OnePlus 7T. That review dropped this week. Be sure to read that if you want to. We talked about it during the show too. Pixel 4 rumors, caught up on that. Other stuff. It was a good show. Good show. PC 747, Charles W. with the $20 Joker movie on me. Is that really coming out this weekend, the Joker movie?
That's next weekend, October 4th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And I'm so pumped for it. Someone was asking me recently, a friend of mine, he was like, hey, are you more excited for Ad Astra with Brad Pitt or Joker movie? And I was like, Joker movie by like 1,020%, dude. Like, Joaquin Phoenix was made for this role. It looks so good. I'm so excited about it. Man, I can't wait. Thank you very much, Charles. I'm going to watch that movie, and I'm going to use that money to go see it. So thank you.
Oh, by the way, we missed a Felipe Santos dono earlier. Said it's been a while, right? Tim even let his hair grow. Felipe, sorry that we missed that earlier. Appreciate the dono.
Not see that? Thank you very much,
We
man.
were in the middle of something, I think, and it kind of rolled through.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, thank you so much. The hair, dude. I'm getting a cut tomorrow. Nothing crazy, just like a little trim. I'm going to cut down the... I really want to do... So what I see the hipsters do in Portland, they...
Don't do it. Don't do the undercut. the undercut. Don't do it.
I just want to try it. If it's bad,
also
I can just wear a hat.
known as the white nationalist haircut. Don't do it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Don't do it.
You lie. I have not seen a single white nationalist with that haircut.
Unite the Right rallies.
You're
they
right.
all have the undercut.
Okay.
They all
do. It. Okay, there goes my idea. Because I do not want to be associated with those people.
There's a whole bunch of people with the undercut that are not white nationalists, but it's very popular over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Sarah Washington said Richard Spencer made it popular. He kind of did. He was kind of the poster boy of the undercut.
Okay, well, not a fan. So I'll probably just not do that.
Do whatever
I'll just bring it down like a, just trim it.
Go with the Joker haircut.
I know. It's a thought, man. God, that movie looks good.
Probably will be pretty good.
Probably. Although I learned today, just, if anyone wants a tidbit or a sneak peek into the private life of Kellen, he has not seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. No. And he told me that today, and I was kind of triggered about it. I was like, the movie is really good, first of all.
Right.
The music is awesome. Yeah. You got it. I know you don't have time, but you just got to make the time, dude.
It's not even that. I tried a couple of times. I told Tim I tried to get my son to watch it, and he was like, because I was like, kids love Spider-Man. This will be a good opportunity. And then my wife does not care about Spider-Man. I actually do not care in the least about Spider-Man. I think he's one of the lamest superheroes on the planet Earth. But this movie is supposed to be good, and it looks good. The animation, all that stuff. I do need to watch it, but I do not care about Spider-Man whatsoever. Who's the newest one, Tom Holland or whatever. I do not care about Tom Holland or Spider-Man.
It's on Netflix, the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I know it is, which is why I tried to watch it on Netflix. So Spider-Man is probably one of my least favorite superheroes of all time.
I grew up with the Tobey Maguire.
And they were terrible. Those movies are
not when you're
awful.
A kid.
The first one is fine, and then after that, they all just got terrible.
James Franco, man, those movies are awesome. What are you talking about?
They're not. I didn't even see the ones that other dude was in. What was the other guy that tried to revive it in between there?
Gosh, I forget his name.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't really do much anymore.
Are you talking about the Goblin? The Defoe? Or
No. So after Tobey Maguire, what was the dude's name that took over?
Oh, yeah, I don't know that dude's name.
Andrew something?
Garfield.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield. Yeah, he's not even an actor anymore. I don't think.
Those were bad.
See, I didn't even bother to watch those. I'm telling you, this is how much I do not care about Spider-Man. But I do want to watch the Spideyverse.
Spideyverse is good.
Yeah,
man.
I do want to watch. I'll try to come back and give a full review on the next episode. Because I do actually feel bad about it. And before it's not free anymore, that would suck.
That would suck. Well, I assume once Disney Plus launches or whatever, all that stuff is going away. I don't know what the contract is with Netflix and Marvel and all that.
I got the Disney Plus locked in for
Me too.
For a year or something.
Oh, I didn't do that. I just went the $6.99 a month or whatever.
Oh, I did that deal they had where it was 30% off for a year. Because look, I got a kid. I'm gonna watch all that crap over.
Yeah, you will. You will. I just like monthly. Yeah, and keep it a monthly.
I typically do. It was just you saved $30 or $50 or something. So why not? All right. Anything else? It's Galaxy Fold weekend for us.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend.
Yeah. Have an amazing weekend. It is the fall. Is it officially fall?
Yes, as of 2 days ago.
It is officially fall. So we get to wear clothes. Look, you're already wearing sweaters. The fall is here. I'm actually excited to not have to wear shorts and tank tops every single day because I melt.
I'm about to go pick me up a pumpkin spice latte and just chill, dude. I'm living my best life.
Nice. All right, I'm going to send us out then. Droid Life Show episode 214?
Oh, no, Tony with the $2 donation. Here's money for your first fold screen replacement. Oh, thank you so much,
Appreciate
Tony.
that, Tony. We will probably need it. Thanks, everyone. Have a fabulous and safe weekend. We're Droid Life.
Peace.